Hello and good morning everybody on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? I hope everyone is having a lovely day. I know I'm about to have a really great day because I'm finally picking up on part 2 of the new Speed Champions Lego sets. In the last episode, you guys saw me take on the two BMWs, which are really awesome. These guys have been over here chilling on the shelf, and they've been a lovely addition. I'm enjoying them. We also did the Ford Dark Horse in the last episode. And now, today, we are going to be working on these two. So this is going to be the meat and the potatoes of today's video. So we're going to start... What's up, Iron Man? So we're going to start with the Speed Champions McLaren Formula One team car. Now, this one was a surprise. And what's kind of more of a surprise is it's not themed after the 2024 car, which would make sense to why we didn't know about it back in December. But it's themed after the 2023 car, which is kind of weird because we could have easily known about this at the same time as the other cars in December and not thought anything of it. I don't know if it was a thing between McLaren and Lego to be like, you can't tell people it's coming out until the end of February, but regardless, this one was a surprise. We didn't expect it, and it's here, and I'm super excited for it because the building techniques on this car look absolutely stunning and fantastic. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to be numbered for a particular driver. If we're all caught up on Formula One, we know it's Oscar Piastri, as I like to call him. His real name's Piastri, and Lando Norris, that this car did have its seat occupied with in 2023 and 2024. This is going to be another 9 and older Speed Champion set. That's 76919, the 2023 McLaren Formula One car, with 245 pieces. Looking at the box, we can see that Lego has stepped up their element game on this one. Without a doubt, there's so many curves, swoops, everything to make up the body of this car. Now, one thing I do want to say about this is we did get in 2022 the 2021 Mercedes F1 car, and I will be doing a comparison video between that F1 car and this F1 car, as well as in the same video doing a comparison between the 2022 McLaren and the brand new Mercedes that I have down here. And that will be our next video in a couple of days. So with that, I do want to say, if you guys are enjoying the Lego content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along, because we don't just do reviews. Sometimes we do full out comparisons. So we're going to be doing the comparison on those two as well as these two. You guys can just get a look from the camera from where you're sitting. We're going to have a lot to talk about between these guys, and I'm just going to leave it at that, just like I did with the Mercedes video before, because I don't want to waste a lot of time on a video that could be so good by itself, which is what we're going to do. Taking a look at the back of the box, we have obviously the Formula One car in the box. You know, one of the things that I think really elevate this car is not only is it that, you know, what they call the papaya McLaren in F1, with that blue color mixed in, it's also got the chrome colors mixed in. And if you've been a long user of Google Chrome's red, yellow, and green icon is just so familiar. And those colors and that sponsorship paired up with McLaren is just perfect. Now let's go over to our next car, which is going to be the Audi S1 e-tron Quattro. This is set number 76921, another 9 and older. 274 pieces on this one. This is not the first partnership that we've ever had with Audi and Lego. There's been plenty. I know 6 to 7 months ago we did the Technic RC SUV Audi thing. That was really underwhelming. I had such high hopes for that. At least this is not an RC vehicle. We expect this to be a shelf piece, and that's exactly what it's going to be. This car has recently came into light because of a driver that passed away early 2023 in a snowmobile accident, which is Ken Block. Ken Block was starting to do a lot of stuff with what they call the Hunatron, and that's why I believe this car exists, is because of his work with this. And I think this is Lego's way of bringing the car into attention. And one thing to note about this is Lego did have to go with a livery that doesn't have all the sponsors of the Hunatron that we would all expect. So unfortunately, we do just have an Audi branded livery with lots of slashes, lots of 4 rings, and lots of e-trons, and nothing to do with Monster Energy or the block name. You know what? I think this car is going to be a really, really, really cool one, nonetheless. And it's just one of those that I'm super excited for, because I know that the fall before Ken passed away, he did a thing in Las Vegas, and I believe that was with the Hunatron, where he tore up the strip in it, which was an awesome special. Then he passed away in that January. Taking a look at the back of the box, we clearly have the e-tron in its actual form compared to the Lego vehicle, to be expected. And there's not much more to it than that. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go back to the Formula One McLaren, and we're going to actually dive into an unboxing of this set on my desk, and then we're going to just go straight into a review and discuss everything really cool about this. So here we are at the unboxing ceremony of the 2023 McLaren Formula One car. Box is the normal size of Speed Champions to what you would come to expect. Laying the box out, we have one punch tab, and then we can open said box just like that. Take a peek inside. Looks pretty reasonable. Not too packed. There's more box than there is packaging. There we go. And that is the contents of the box. Put the box right there. And then we have 3, 2, and 1. So we have 3 bags making up the complete build. Oh, and we do have a little chassis piece. I really thought the chassis of this car would be built using just random system bricks, but it looks like we do have a base piece to start with. I do like the looks of these tires with the printed P0 on them. I think that's going to look really freaking sharp. Oh, look, we have a sticker sheet. Everybody's favorite. Now, with this sticker sheet, I see 24, 26 stickers total. And is any of these stickers duplicate? Number 6 is duplicate. And that looks to be about it. So maybe 28 stickers total with that. You can see all that nice blue and black and orange, or papaya as they like to say, in the F1. And then it looks like we got some nice venting stickers. So that's the sticker sheet right there that we're looking at. Now, let's take a look at our book really quick. We do have our QR code to get our 20 points. Here it is featured with all of the other sets in the back. It does look like we have 107 building steps and 78 pages total. And let's go to the front of the book, see if there's anything special. Nope, there's nothing special. It just goes straight into the build. So that is the unboxing of the F1 2023 McLaren. Now let's go in and let's do the review on this set. Are we ready to begin the review of the 2023 McLaren? Hell yeah, brother! So we're going to start off with the minifigure in this review. Honestly, guys, it's just about the same as the BMW. It is a dark bluish gray in color with a front torso print and a little bit of print on those front legs. On the back, we have no back leg printing, but we do have back torso printing. One really cool thing to note, like the Ayrton Senna that we did earlier this month, we do have a little bit of a helmet print of the McLaren logo right up there. Taking his helmet off, we do have a blue visor on that helmet. We have a single face that looks kind of mischievous, which is good for a race car driver. No dual face on him. And then we do have an additional hair piece that we can add for the minifigure. Now the minifigure does come with a wrench, but that is not going to work for our case. So we are going to want to get him into the race position, because we will be putting him in soon on this review. Now, taking a look at the car itself. We have a lot of nice detail on this car. It's going to let you guys have a spin around. You know, like that Flow Rider song, "You spin me right round." Okay, maybe I'm showing my age on that one. We have great use. Now, I'm pretty sure these pieces right here, they're kind of like a 1x3 slope with like a cut in them. I'm pretty sure those are new pieces because I'm seeing them all over the new builds, and they are doing some remarkable stuff when it comes to accenting curves and highlights of a vehicle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one alone. Another one is these flat slopes. Instead of this being a curve with a cut in it, it's just a flat slope. Now these I see all over this build as well as the other ones coming out. So we have sticker elements for the DeWalt, for the side sponsors there, for here, all through here, and through here, to be expected. One thing that's not to be expected is the sticker element that is on a printed element. This element here is printed down here and right here with a sticker that says Chrome. Not sure why they did that. One cool thing to note is we do have a sticker back here that says 60. That is because in 2023, McLaren turned 60 years old because the company was founded in 1963 by Bruce. Now, we do have another sticker right over in here. One thing to note, we do have the Pirelli P0s printed on those tires, and there is that Google Chrome logo on the center wheels, which is really cool. Looking at the top of the vehicle, we have 3 more stickers in a 1x2 fashion of the sponsors. This is a printed element for the camera mount of the car. We do have a sticker element right there, making the top of this, which is all printed. Then I think this is another new piece right there, along with a printed element for the FX Pro. Sticker and sticker for the Chrome advertisement of the data sheets, or whatever they're called. And then we have another sticker element of the sponsors that go there. Looking at the back of the vehicle, another sticker element for the Dark Tray sponsor. Then we have a single taillight. I was kind of wondering if they were going to put on a little silver piece right here in the back for the exhaust port, but they didn't. But it is what it is. Now coming over here, we had the same thing, printed tires, printed center caps, same sponsors there, same pieces here to make all of those. The DeWalt sponsors there, stickers there. One thing I did want to note, coming back up to the top, we do have this nice halo with a flex tube, which is a really nice detail. And then we do have our interior, which is kind of hard to see, but that is a printed steering wheel. It looked like the F1 steering wheel. It does say in the book to put in your minifigure, you are going to lift that up, and then you're going to drop in your minifigure just like that, and then put that halo back down. That's not the way it works in an F1 car. You literally climb in with the halo being stationary. One really cool part detail is the spoons making the mirrors. Did not have that on my list for weird techniques, but it works beautifully to have spoons for mirrors. Looking at the bottom of the car, we do have it relatively finished off. We have lots of negative studs over here. And then we have that center chassis that we saw when we unboxed the set right there. So you can kind of get a sense of how far we had to build the front of the car out and back if the center chassis is this part right there. We have some nice finishing tiling for that side arrow, which is really nice. And then we get another look at these nice slick tires, and then the spacers that make it all out. Again, the rear tires should be about 30% wider than the front. They're not. They are what they are. A couple things that I did want to note with this car, even though it is a lovely example, is these DeWalt pieces. They're not put on the best. They're only put on with a single little angular stud piece right here. So these do come off quite easy, and to get them to be perfectly angled takes a second if you're not paying attention too well. Another detail that I feel like it can be a problem down the road are these center pieces making this rear spoiler. They are just put on where it's just the 2 studs, but those are fastened on a lot better than they are there. There's not much more to talk about with this one. One last little detail I did want to note is the whole front nose cone of this vehicle, basically from this point forward. See how it's kind of jiggly? Well, that's jiggly because this whole piece is held in with the axle. So this car has 2 straight axles with these little connector points for Technic to put the wheels on. But the back is normal, it's what you would expect. But if you take the center axle out of these, basically take the front wheels off, this front nose cone will fall off. So that does it for the 2023 McLaren. Now it's time that we move on to the Audi e-tron. So let's let's get this one unboxed, and then let's build this set. So same protocol as before, just showing you guys the general box. It is the same shape as all the Speed Champion boxes as we would expect. Coming along to the back, one center punch. We'll get that thing opened, just like that. Oh, no, this one kind of broke open a little funny, but no big deal. We can get around that. Open it up. Let's take a peek. Looks like we have a center chassis popping right up, bigger than the one for the F1 car, obviously. F1 car is a different type of thing. Looks to be pretty moderately packed. And let's dump it all out. And there we go. So let's take a look at our bag situation. We have a bag 2 and a bag 1. So we're one bag shorter than our prior vehicle. So we have our 2 bags. Let's take a look at our sticker sheet. Our sticker sheet does not look that bad. One thing I will note, the stickers look a little pink. Am I tripping? But these look awfully pinkish in color. When we look at the car on the box, they look very, very red. And then also in the book, they look very red. Interesting. I hope that's not a quality control issue, because that would be a bummer. Now, let's see how many stickers we do have with this. We have 31 stickers. I do not see any that are doubles. They all look to be left and right. So that is our sticker sheet. Not too bad. Not as bad as the BMW. So far, the BMWs are the worst. But that was 2 vehicles. We do have our book with our QR code. Get our 20 points. You know how I always like to say that. Again, we have the detail in the back to buy all the other 2024 Speed Champions. And then we have a total of 94 building steps and 78 pages total. Do we have anything about the car in the front? So far, we have not had that with any of these. No, we do not. Just go straight into the build. So that's the unboxing of the Audi S1. Let's go and hop straight to the review. Okay, everybody, it's time for the Audi S1 e-tron. And let's start off with the minifigure, as we normally do with these things. Here we have a light bluish gray minifigure. We have front torso printing and front leg printing. We do have the normal wrench accoutrement going with the set. He does have dark bluish gray hands. No back leg printing, but back torso printing. Taking his helmet off, he does have a really happy face and no back face. And he does come with the extra hairpiece that we can stick on, and it looks like that. For the sake of the video, we're going to take his hairpiece off, put his helmet back on, and remove that wrench from his hand, and get him ready to go into a seating position to be permanently sat in the car, like the rest of the Speed Champions. Now, let's take a look at the vehicle in itself. And this is just another example of how LEGO is stepping up their game with these new Speed Champions. This thing is just incredible with its design and its look. I do not have a lot of personal experience about this car or watching it on TV. I just know a little bit about the story, and that's it. Again, this car would normally have a Hoonigan livery, which is like monster logos and stuff like that, that is towards the block family. But this one in particular just has the Audi livery. So let's just start off with the side. We have a sticker element here, 2 on the rear spoiler. We have 2 here on the door, and then 2 down here on the rocker. The wheel center caps are printed. Then we have another 2 down here in the front with a printed piece that is red. It's weird that they wouldn't just use this color of a slope. They just printed over a red one to give it an accent. But I get it. I can see why they would do that. We do have some chunky looking mirrors. Coming over to the front, we have another sticker element right here in the front. We do have printed elements here and here, as well as the hood being printed. We do have printed elements all the way across the front, which is nice. Trying to balance out those stickers would be a no bueno. We do have 2 sticker elements here and here, though, above the 2 printed headlights. We do have a wiper blade with this car. And the windscreen is printed to go along the sides, along the front, and the very top. And then for the back of the spoiler, we do have the e-tron logo, as well as more stickers here, 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 and here, and here, and here. There's a lot of stickers all in there. Coming over to the side of the car, same thing as the other side. Printed element here, 2 stickers, 2 stickers, 2 here on the door. Printed wheel caps, sticker back there. Plenty of colors here at the light bluish gray to the dark bluish gray to accent the body lines of the vehicle. Again, chunky mirror, the 2 stickers on here on the rear spoiler, and this nice angular piece to make it the wing that is like on the other side. We do have another sticker element here. It's also the same thing on the other side. Then coming over to the back, we do have a really nice back piece, kind of featuring the same printed red angled slopes in the front with that dark bluish gray printed on that red with a sticker in the middle that says "Future is an Attitude." Then we have multiple 1x6 tiles made with print here, as well as 1x1 plates made with some type of print on the sides. This back is a sandwich of a bunch of stuff. Let you get a good look at that sandwich. And then let's take a look at the bottom. The bottom, you can see that main chassis component right there. You can see more red to accent the front look of the vehicle. You can see the axle plates, and you can see some of the back air dam spoiling that they have. Now, taking a look at the interior, I'm guessing you got to flip up the wiper blade like it's happy to see you. Take off that windscreen, and then we can get a look at the interior. We got some nice angled pieces for the interior. It looks like we have a nice little e-brake or, drift brake, whatever you want to call it. Then we have a center screen mount in the dash, as well as a center steering wheel that is normal, not the gamepad like we were seeing with a lot of these. We do have some tan elements to make the interior to kind of offset it. To me, it looks a little bit out of place. And then we can put our driver finally in his spot with his hairpiece in the passenger seat and the wrench like I like to store it. And then everything fits nice and easy. Back like that, put your wiper blade down, and there we go. So that does it for the review of the Audi S1. Now let's come out and let's wrap up this video and let's finish talking about these 4 Speed Champions cars as a whole, now that we have the whole set of 2024 built. Not sure how much you guys can see, but we have all 5 of the new Speed Champions lined up right here. Now, after I wrap up this video, I am going to film the video of where I'm going to talk about the difference between the 2 F1 cars as well as the 2 F1 cars of the Speed Champions. Make sure you check that out up next in about 2 days, or whenever you watch this. It could be out already. But anyway, these 4 Speed Champions are just amazing. I know inflation has caused Speed Champions to go up again this year. I think last year they went from being $19.99 to $24.99. Now we're up to $27.99. We're now pushing about $30 per Speed Champion set and $45 for a 2-pack of a Speed Champion set, which is like with the BMWs. There is a lot of new parts. When I look at these sets, I see new slopes, the 1x3 angled slopes. I see the flat 1x2 cut off slopes. So instead of having the square tile, they got that slope. Speed Champions is always like a showcase of what is coming through Lego. With bigger Lego sets, they take more standard, larger system bricks. With Speed Champions, they're a super small 8-stud wide vehicle, and Lego needs to do everything that they can to keep making the cars look more and more appealing, and thus they get all of those new parts. So it's always a showcase of evolution with Speed Champions. And with these cars, I'm going to tell you guys, they did not cut much corners at all when it comes to using new parts, new techniques, and including printed elements with these sets. The only complaints that I have with these 4 sets is the fact that there's printed parts that have stickers. Why not just print the whole dang thing onto the part? Why do we have to add 6 stickers to a windshield of a BMW when you could have just printed it in the first place? Like with the F1 car we just built in today's video. On the back, the chrome logo is missing, so it's a sticker. It's just weird how they pick and choose what they print. They print a couple lines on a 1x1 slope, but yet for all the other 1x1 tiles, we need to manually put on a sticker, and 1x1 stickers are like the hardest to put on. So like I said in both parts of the video, every Speed Champion is $28. The 2-pack is $45. I don't know if these 5 vehicles are all we're going to get. I know last year we got the McLaren 2-pack, the Ferrari, the Pagani, and the Skyline, and the Porsche. So we did get 6 vehicles last year. We're already at 5. There's a lot in the rumor mill saying that there's going to be a fall wave. But right now, with the late edition of the 2023 McLaren F1, I think 5 is looking like it. And if you're looking at my storage shelf here, I don't have much room when it comes to having more than 5 per year. I have room for 2025, and looks like I'm going to be going this way real soon. Pretty soon I'm just going to need a whole wall just for Speed Champions, especially if I decide to go all the way back to 2015, 9 years ago, and make sure I have them all. Because as of currently, I started at 2019, since that's when I started with actually collecting Speed Champions with the Porsche 911 to today. So definite recommend, definite awesome, super happy with this lineup. I was kind of worried about the BMWs, but those pulled through. The Audi was my next area of concern. My most anticipated was the Ford Mustang Dark Horse, until I found out in late February that we're getting the F1, and the F1 replaced me anticipating the Dark Horse the most. So what are my favorite out of all of these? I would say the McLaren F1 at number 1, Dark Horse at 2, the Audi at number 3, and then the BMW, the car, 4, and then the other race car like the Porsche, 5. Easy decision on all of those. And which one would I take if I had to pick? Well, guess what? None of them, because I'd take them all, because I need them all for my collection. So that's it for this video. If you guys want to support the channel, there's 2 ways to do it. Right below your screen there is a thanks button. If you guys want to hit that, you guys can leave a small donation. It goes towards my addiction of Speed Champions and other Lego sets, as well as things that support the channel. If that's not really your thing, you guys can always just hit that subscribe button and follow along with everything that we do here on the channel. You guys can also share this video with your friend and like and comment on the video itself. I would super appreciate that. So be sure to leave your comments down below. What do you think about the 2024 wave? Do you think we're going to get more? Do you like what we have so far? I'm pretty happy. So you guys let me know how you feel. And don't forget, we also have that comparison video coming up with the Technic and the Speed Champion 2022 and 2024 cars. That I'm super excited to make. I'm going to be doing that actually right after I hit the wrap button on this, because it's so much to talk about. Plus, these 2 cars need to get back into their home of being in my room and off of my Marvel shelf, because Marvel never did have a McLaren F1 car in it. At least I don't think so. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and you all have a good one, and see you on the next one.